Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Holden Blaze, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 cryptocurrencies to buy headed into February 2024. This video will not be covering my top 10 cryptocurrencies of all time. These are only the top 10 altcoins that I see are the best buying opportunity headed into February 2024. You need to note, however, I am not a financial advisor. None of this video is financial advice. This is just my own thoughts and opinions on some of the cryptocurrencies that I look at. I did rank these cryptocurrencies somewhat in order from the least risky to the most risky. It's just kind of a ballpark. Some of these cryptocurrencies on the list could easily get swapped with one another. However, I think Caspa is the best risk to reward right now. I truly think it's one of the best projects out there, and anything under 11 cents is a great buy in my opinion. I think the market cap of Caspa will near $100 billion next cycle, putting Caspa around $2.50. I do think there is a possibility that Caspa goes much higher than $2.50, and long story short, I'm quite bullish on Caspa right here at 10 cents. Moving on to HBAR, this is a project that saw a nice run up, tested 10 cents, and has been getting rejected since then. We have pretty much just been consolidating for the past month here, and I think it's at a good price to get into it. If I'm being fully transparent, I already have my HBAR bag packed. I was buying at 5 cents. However, I do think it is pretty attractive below 7.5 cents. I was actually considering adding to my HBAR bag once I saw price get to this level. And if you've been waiting for an entry point to get into HBAR, I think this is a pretty good time to do it. Moving on, we're going to be talking about Flux. Now, Flux I actually do not hold. However, it's one of the cryptocurrencies I'm most bullish on that I do not hold. I myself don't like to spread my crypto portfolio too thin, and therefore I don't have a ton of different positions. And Flux is one of those projects that I'm sure is going to do great next cycle, and I just may miss the boat. That being said, you do not have to miss the boat. I think Flux is a great cryptocurrency that you should look into. It's basically competing with Amazon's AWS, and it is much cheaper, all on a blockchain, and their circulating supply is fairly high, which means the inflation shouldn't be that bad. I honestly think Flux can hit around $10 this coming cycle, which would put it roughly at a $4 billion market cap. I think there is a lot of value in Flux, and it is a project I am quite bullish on. Moving on, we're going to be talking about Hello Labs. I made a whole in-depth video on this cryptocurrency if you want to check it out. However, since we covered this project, Hello has been absolutely dumping. It's been down 40% in the past month, and I honestly think this is a great entry point if you are not in Hello. To be completely honest, I am in Hello. However, I bought in at basically the same price it's at now. I bought in all the way back in November here. It was right below 11 cents. Watched it run up all the way to 20 cents, and now we're back to 11.8 cents. I honestly don't care that much about the short-term fluctuations. However, I do think this is a great price to accumulate some Hello. Hello Labs is producing this Killer Whales TV show, which should come out February 8th. For those who are wanting to buy the early access to the show, and then it will see a mass release on March 14th. I think there is absolutely a ton of potential for Hello in Q1 of 2024, and I would definitely get your eyes on it. Moving on, let's talk about ArcBlock. ArcBlock has been mooning this past week, up 73%, and is up 42% today alone. Now, most people have completely forgotten about ArcBlock because it released all the way back in 2018, and despite being a successful ICO at the time, price action has been absolutely horrendous for years. Even last bull market, you can see that ArcBlock really did absolutely nothing. It was a complete failure, and I'm sure a lot of people lost hope in the project while it was consolidating doing nothing. Now, the reason that ArcBlock is suddenly mooning to the upside is because their tech is finally coming to fruition. They've had this super long roadmap of innovations and some setbacks along the way. However, they finally have their tech in place and just released a 5-year roadmap. I think this is the exact news sending ArcBlock higher right now, because it shows a 5-year roadmap all the way to 2028. You can see the founder, Robert Mao, wrote this article right here, and he's basically talking about technology trends, how he sees them advancing moving forward, and how ArcBlock can capitalize off of those trends. I think this article right here is very convincing to investors. It shows that Robert Mao is in this for the long run. He has plans all the way up until 2028 right now, and the market cap of ArcBlock is only at $40 million. That's why we're seeing such a run up in price and why I still think it's super cheap. If you can get ARC block below $50 million, I think there is a ton of potential this coming bull market. Moving on here, we're going to talk about Anker. I do not see many people ever talking about Anker. It's not the most exciting play in the world, to be honest. However, it has partnered with Microsoft and did pretty well last bull market. You can see its all-time highs are around 17 cents, and we've been chilling around 2.5 cents for quite some time now. I am personally predicting Anker will hit a new all-time high next bull market, as its utility is in the Web3 space, and I think that's going to be a big narrative moving forward. Moving on, we're going to talk about Myria. Now, Myria is a project that I do not hold, and I don't know if I'm going to buy into. However, I do think there's huge potential for Myria and GFAL this coming cycle. Both of these projects are pretty similar in my opinion. Both of them have a very small circulating supply and have market caps under $100 million. These are definitely high risk, high reward plays. However, last bull market, we saw a lot of money flood into crypto gaming, and I think this coming bull market, we will see the exact same thing. I think Myria and Games for a Living are set to benefit huge off of that, and I truly believe that their market caps will not be in the millions of dollars. I think both of these projects will get to a market cap above $1 billion, and that offers a lot of potential upside. You do need to note, however, most gaming crypto projects end in a brutal collapse. We've seen it time and time again, and I'm almost certain it will pan out for Myria and GFAL. These are going to get valued way too high and then come crashing down to earth very hard. And so therefore, if your risk appetite is on the higher side, I would definitely look into these two projects, and they're sitting at a nice pullback from their local highs. Moving on here, next we're going to be talking about Parsik. I put Parsik after the gaming coins because I do think this project is quite high risk. They did a migration this past summer, which is not my favorite thing to see. However, I still believe in the project as a whole. They market themselves as being the glue between cryptocurrencies, and it basically connects different cryptocurrencies to each other in real-time data. That is why I am bullish on Parsik. Their circulating supply could definitely be higher. However, their market cap is under $35 million. I think there is a lot of upside for Parsik. High risk, high reward play. However, if it pans out, it definitely could see a market cap in the billions. Moving on to the last top altcoin to buy in February 2024, this is Virtua. Virtua is one of the most high risk, high reward plays that I have ever looked into. I actually held a decent bag of Virtua when it was around 2 cents. I remember I initially bought in at 2.5 cents, was buying below 2 cents, and once it got up to 7 cents, I decided to exit the position. I didn't have the conviction I needed to hold this project for an entire bull market, and so I am interested in watching it. However, it is a super high risk project. It's basically a metaverse play that also has gaming ties as well. And they just started doing weekly tournaments where players can compete in their games and everyone can tune in and watch the events. Check out their Twitter page if this interests you, because I think this is great for building a community and getting people excited about the cryptocurrency. The all-time high for Virtua was around $1. It's currently at 6 cents. And a market cap of $12.5 million. So if it works out, the upside is huge. However, there are a lot of faults with the TVK token. You can see here it's rebranding to VANR in a token swap, and I'm not super bullish on that at all. I think you really do have to be a gambler to trust this project when it's rebranding like this. However, for my pure degenerates out there, I wanted to give you a special treat. With that being said, I want to remind you all that this video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I really hope you found some value in it. I would love to hear from you down in the comment section what cryptocurrencies you're buying in February, and if you want to see more content on cryptocurrencies, check out some of the videos around my channel. I hope you all have a great day. Peace out.